This is a 1933 rod called Vision 33, and it's a contender for the Riddler. It's a member of the Pirelli Great 8, and it looks like a strong contender. Look at the undercarriage of this thing. This thing is just so clean. You could definitely eat off the undercarriage. I would say this stands a good chance of winning the Riddler at this point. Riddler award won't be announced for another 3 hours yet. But I just wanted to show this one here because this one here is a great looking rod, and it also has a great name attached to it. And that is, if you look, the A Brothers. Now, if you're not familiar with Detroit, then you would know about the Alexander Brothers. And that's what this is. A tribute to the Alexander Brothers. Because this is Mike Alexander. Rose Seal, 1933 Ford convertible, Riddler contender, entry number 1600. And there, picture of the Alexander Brothers. I first saw, my first experience with the Alexander Brothers was in 1967 or 68, custom design Barracuda, and with the A Brothers, and I came to know to respect their work from that. And that was back when I was just a teenager. So this is really a great looking vehicle. And whether it wins the Riddler or not, as far as I'm concerned, this is one great, fine looking rod. I'm going to walk around here trying to beat the crowd a little bit. And stay out of everybody's way too. Vision 33. Closer look at the engine. Clean is the name of the game when it comes. Remember those 3 criteria, and not so much in those words, but clean lines, great workmanship. Can't remember my own writing now. Just so busy tonight. Okay, I'm going to take a break now and see if this is a winner. I will be back. We'll go from there. Frank Sherosky reporting from Autorama 2012. This is another of the Pirelli Great 8. 1932 80th anniversary edition. Owned by Peter and Martha Datino of Valhalla, New York. Car designed by Craig Naff, Woodstock, Virginia. Chassis by Craig Naff. Go around to the seat here. 1932 Ford. Entry number 1800. I took this one the other night on setup night. This is a beautiful vehicle. My thoughts at the time, Thursday night when I was here, is that this is definitely a contender. And I would not be surprised if this one won. I'm not always right. If anything, I'm usually surprised, shocked. What's really cool here, look at this, that nice tan interior there, that leather, and the same color in the stripe right on the outside. Blending the outside, well, the red that you're seeing, that's the reflection of the carpeting out here, but that gold stripe against the black really looks good. I like that. Walking around, and we're walking, this is really cool. I took this one before too. There's so much black in here and so much light reflection, is really hard to really appreciate this. Just great design style in the engine compartment as well. I would say this is my favorite. I have to admit that other 33 is nice, but this one here is my favorite. If I was to vote for a winner, it would be this one, but you know, your judges have a tough job. They have to look at this thing really, really tight, really, really close. And that's it for now. Get back to you to this car if it does win. Frank Sherosky reporting from Autorama 2012. Waiting for the Riddler announcement. Okay, here we are at Autorama. This is Dave and Joyce Emery from Rochester Hills, Michigan. Not that far from my home. Used to work out in that area at Electron Products. 1932 Ford Coupe, the Riddler Contender, and it is red. It seems to be a great color this year for some reason, and it does attract attention. But this is one of the Great 8 Riddler Award finalists, the Pirelli Great 8. And there you see the judge's book that each one of these vehicles receives. Very clean vehicle. It's called excess cash. I'm willing to bet that you have to have a lot of excess cash to be able to pay for all the chrome on this vehicle. There's a lot of people involved in this. It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this engine, all that chrome. Everything in that carburetor is totally chrome. It's just awesome. And very clean. You look at the mirrors underneath, you see the beautiful undercarriage. Again, another vehicle. You begin to understand. You come to enough of these shows, you begin to understand and appreciate the cleanliness underneath. And including, wow, look at this. I don't know if I can really see that. Look at this. Yes, that's paint, custom paint on the underside of the engine. Oil pan, looks like maybe transmission, I'm not sure. Yeah, it goes to the engine. Of course, I'm upside down here, so it's hard to tell. There's a really nice award here that I want to take notice of. This here says, presented to the most outstanding 32 Ford at the 60th Detroit Autorama, which is this year in 2012, in memory of lifelong ISCA and NM Michigan National Hot Rod Association member Al Maynard Jr. So a tribute in memory of Al Maynard Jr. Very, very nice touch for this vehicle. Talk about show services, Class A show services that we used to do in the studio. I was never that great at it. Class A servicing, everybody knows that. But I was really great at packaging. That seemed to be more my forte. But I have to admit, knowing what's involved in getting the surfaces right on a vehicle, the surfaces are right on this car. There's no flaws, no dips. This is definitely a contender. I don't know if it will win, it's hard to tell because the competition is really, really stiff this year from the 4 vehicles that I've looked at closely so far. Okay, Frank Sherosky reporting from you know where. Detroit Autorama 2012. And we're going to take a break. I have to find the rest of the Pirelli Great 8 alumni. Back in a bit. Okay, I thought that last car contender was bright red. Doesn't even come close to this one. I had a 55, that was my very first car, so I have a great affection for a 55 Chevrolet. This is a 2-door hardtop, not a sedan, mine was a sedan. And it is a Great 8, number 1513, and it is a Great 8 contender. And it is owned by Johnny and Francis Edmondson out of Athens, Tennessee. 55 Chevrolet 2-door hardtop Riddler contender, Grade 8 award finalist. Congratulations to them. Look at the grill on this. Look at the fine work, the fine lines of the metal work in this. I don't know if the video will really do this justice. There's a lot of reflection here, but very fine work in the metal work around there. Very stock, you know, stock proportions. No real changes to the body, but just flawless design. Flawless body work, I might add. Design is one thing, making it is another. It takes a certain special skill for that. Let's get in on the interior. see if I can get into there. Look at that dash. Yeah, a little modern little dash area. Reminds me of my HHR a little bit. That's stretching it, I know. And look at this. This is the ZL55. Again, look at the cleanliness underneath. That's what separates the men from the boys and the women from the girls for the Grade 8 competition and ultimately the Riddler. If you don't have that kind of quality, you needn't bother to contend for the Riddler. My advice is that anybody who's thinking of doing this, contending for the Riddler, that they should go to a number of shows, understand what it's all about before you even start your project. I think it's that important. Okay, this is the ZL55. Frank Sherosky reporting from Detroit Autorama. Last night of the Autorama when they announced the Riddler Award. Good luck to these people. They're definitely a contender. Okay, this is another Grade 8, Pirelli Great 8 contender for the Riddler. Ford Mustang GT 500, kind of like in a gray color. You're fine.
Sorry.
Wow, look at the chrome underneath. It's the first time that I've seen a 60s era vehicle kind of be the contender for me, I mean, in a long while. This one here is owned by Gordon Carroll Phillips, number 405, Quesnet, British Columbia, Canada. 1967 Shelby GT 500. I'll let you try to decipher the wording there. Cardiac? I think so. I think that's what it says. Nice touch on the gold trim on the chrome wheels, rather than just any old chrome wheels. Very, very nice touch. Can't really see much of the interior. I can pop through the window here. A lot of overhead lights here. Horrible. Hard to take a photo. But look at the chrome on the undercarriage. Wow, look at that under there. Look at that exhaust. Look at the size of that exhaust. It's huge. Coming up. Shelby Cobra GT 500. They definitely salvaged that. That's about all of us. Oh, actually, basically the same car, but beautifully done. Contender for the Riddler, is it enough to win? I don't know. But there was a large crowd hanging around here. These people just love Mustangs. Okay, taking a break, trying to find that last Grade 8 car on the floor. Frank Sherosky from Autorama.